Let's talk about being disappointed. Hey guys, I know it's been a while. Today that I am recording this, it is possibly a Tuesday, and I possibly did not release an episode Friday. And you know what? We all knew this is a possibility. Especially with my track record, it's always a possibility. But yeah, we're going to talk about being disappointed. And I know many people who listen to me are probably disappointed, or probably not. I mean, you're probably like, what's going on? Are you okay? And I'm okay. But, I want to talk about something that I have been dealing with for a bit, a long time. And I didn't realize that I was disappointed until I got into therapy. And that was just one of the words I described my feelings as: disappointment. Where do I even start? I'm disappointed in a lot of things. I'm disappointed about the weather. I mean, it's getting better. And I'm disappointed about more serious things, like people in my life. You know, sometimes you put these expectations on people, and I get it. Expectations are hard to live up to, and are a hard thing, or I guess a harsh thing that you can put on somebody. But I feel like if a person has been showing you something and, you know, perceiving themselves as a certain way, then the expectation that you put on them because of how they've been showing themselves shouldn't be all that bad. No, I get it. I know how things can be hard, and I know that life happens and that person can't show up to your expectations, and I totally get that. I'm very understanding of life just happening. I have a daughter, and I have so many unexpected things that happen in my life. It doesn't make any sense. But you also have to give that person some leeway, of course, because, you know, it sucks. I'm gonna say it again. Life is hard. Life sucks, you know, sometimes. And sometimes we can't even show up for ourselves, let alone other people. And we have to put ourselves first, because then, you know, that didn't make any sense. But we have to put ourselves first, because we can't. How do you expect to take care of somebody if you can't take care of yourself? And that's something I've learned, especially as being a mom. I always put myself first, not even in the role of being a mother, being a cousin, being a sister, being a daughter. You know, I put everybody else first before myself. And that's something I've been trying to learn how to simmer down on because of these expectations. And I'm sure people get disappointed when I can't live up to those, but that's because I have to put myself first. We love that lighthearted moment, of course, but let's talk about being disappointed, you know, in a not so lighthearted way. I've been going through things that just make absolute no sense to me, to the point where I have to, like, do a double take and be like, am I crazy? Am I going insane? Or is it this person that's just... If only you knew what I've been experiencing these past couple of days, then you'd be like, what the heck? But I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the people that are around me. I'm disappointed that they couldn't show up for me, even when I showed up for them every time. I'm disappointed that I let some of these people be around me. And it's okay to be disappointed in people. Your friends, your family members, even your parents. You know, you can be disappointed in your parents, especially when they're not giving you what you need. And it doesn't even have to be a lot. I'm disappointed. And if you're listening and you think you're one of the people that I'm disappointed in, then you probably are. You probably are. I'm super disappointed in you. I'm not going to name any names, of course. Not many people I know personally listen to my podcast, so I know I can talk freely, but you never know in the future. You know, if they go back to this episode and they're like, oh, she said my name. I definitely did say someone's name in one of the other episodes of the podcast. So if you want to listen to the Terrible Jobs podcast, then you definitely should. I'm disappointed. I'm going to keep saying it throughout this episode because that's what I feel. I feel disappointed. This morning, I had texted, I don't even know if I can consider this person a friend anymore because we are ending the friendship because they can't give me what I need. And it's been a one-sided friendship. I've tried so hard to do better, be better, and do as much as I can for this person when they didn't want to do the same. They didn't want to. They can, but they chose not to. So I'm disappointed in them for that. But I'm highly disappointed in them because this morning I needed their help. I know we're ending the friendship, you know. It's not a sour ending. It's bittersweet, and it was mutual. And I needed their help for one last thing, a big help. And they couldn't do it. Granted, I was trying to get the answer before I started doing things with my day so I could, you know, have a plan for my day, because even though I'm like messy, I'm an organized mess, okay? And I like to make sure I'm doing what I can and I have my backup plans just in case if something doesn't happen. So I did text them a lot, asking them, hey, are you gonna come? Can you do this tomorrow? Can you do it at this time? What's going on? Can you let me know before I leave the house so I can figure this out? And they answered me later on and said that they couldn't do it and that something came up. And it kind of hurt my feelings because they said, you'll need to do it yourself. And I don't know, I just felt like that was like a little attitude, like, yeah, obviously now I'll need to do it myself, but I really, like, that was something I felt like I couldn't do by myself, or that would have been so much of a strain on myself. That's why I asked you, like, come on, be so for real. I'm disappointed in them for that. They let me down. They let me down big time. And the other day, I can't consider this person a friend because kind of same situation as the other one. Not the same situation. They show up in how they can, but I don't allow them to because they are not the type of friend you would want around. If only you knew. That's all I could say. It's weird. It's terrible. If only you knew. But they did something that I could never forgive them for. I blocked them, of course. And I'm very disappointed because even though I knew they didn't have great common sense, I thought they had enough common sense to not do what they did. And it's not only hurting me, it could have possibly hurt someone else, and it could have been a dangerous thing to do. And they weren't thinking of everybody. They were thinking of one person. And that hurt my feelings to the core because it's like, bro, what? Like, how could you do that to me? So I'm disappointed in them for that. I'm disappointed in another friend because they mistook something that I said, and even when I said that they mistook it, they were still really mean. And that one I could take some fault for. I guess I could have worded it a different way. And I don't know, I just thought my friend, because of how close we were, I thought they knew that that's how we talk, you know. But I get it. Emotions were high. They were going through stuff, and I totally get that. But to say something to me disrespectful that I didn't even say anything disrespectful to you, that's just unforgivable. So I'm disappointed in them for not understanding me. And that's a big thing that I take. I want to surround myself by people that understand me and who don't disappoint me, of course. And, you know, I know relationships, whether they're friendships, they're family ships, situationships, or actual relationships, I know that they are hard and complex and not easy. But I don't know, it's just the one person that I knew that could give me that comfort and that safety of, you know, just being friends and being okay, disappointed me big time. I am disappointed. And I cried about it. I cried about it when all those situations happened. I mean, the first situation happened this morning. And I cried about it. But you know what? I'm going to continue to be disappointed, but I'm not going to continue to be sad. Because it's not going to get me anywhere. And I just thought about giving up on my day and just not doing anything, not working, and just going home and sulking in my sadness and stuffing my face with food, because that's always the comfort thing that I do. But no, I decided to stay out and work and clear my mind and just do things that make me happy and that helps me from not being sad anymore. And even though today is very freaking hot and the Instacart work that I do is tiring and I cut my finger and the skin came off, I am happy that I stayed outside. I'm not happy I got hurt, but it's kind of like those situations of you only feel it when you look at it. But I'm happy that I stayed out and I'm proud of myself. And if you're ever disappointed in someone, don't stay in that sadness or the angriness or whatever feeling that you're feeling. Feel it, but don't stay in it. It's hard. Human emotions are complex and hard, but it is you that chooses to stay in that situation, and you don't have to. You don't have to. And whether you're still in that situation with a friend, a family member, and you feel disappointed, let them know. And they get upset. Oh, well, I'm disappointed in you, and I thought you could have done better. And I wish you would have done better for me. And I wish I could say that to those people, and I wish they would care if I said those things. And it's okay if they don't. And it's okay if I can't say it to them. I'm disappointed in you. And if you're one of them listening, I am disappointed in you. And it sucks. But I'll be okay. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode today. I am so sorry, but I have another episode that I'm going to record right after this. So you're going to get a 2-for-1 special, kind of, because I'm going to post this on Thursday. And then the next one will be posted on Friday. But I just wanted to get this out, And I'm okay. I'm doing better than I was when the situations first happened. But thank you so much for listening. And if you have any questions or anything you want me to talk about within the podcast, please email me at letstalkwithshi'nae@gmail.com. That's LETSTALKWITHSHINAE@gmail.com. Bye.